Hey boys and girls! So welcome back, super scientists. We're gonna go back and we're gonna talk about ladybugs. All right, so we started yesterday talking about ladybugs, and yesterday I asked you to label the parts of the ladybug, and the parts of the ladybug are pretty similar to the ant. All right, I'm just gonna quickly review that, so think about it. We have this beautiful picture of the ladybug, and on the ladybug has two antennas, and remember they use that to feel with. He has two compound eyes on the top of his head. This little section right here is his head. Then they have a section right here called the thorax, that little black part right there. And then the rest of his body is called the abdomen. And then, of course, we know that insects have 6 legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So today, boys and girls, I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to actually read to you a story about the life cycle of a ladybug. So the ladybug life cycle. Like other living animals, a ladybug has a life cycle. What happens first? Ladybugs lay their eggs on leaves. Soon, the eggs will hatch. What happens next? So I want to tell you a little something about the eggs. When ladybugs lay their eggs, a male and a female mate, and they go ahead and they lay those eggs underneath a leaf. Not on the top, but under the leaf. And then a larva emerges from the eggs. So from the egg comes this creature right here called the larva. They are hungry for aphids and mealybugs. So this is really important. Aphids and mealybugs are both pests, and they can kill a farmer's crop or somebody that's growing something. So usually out in the farms, farmers love ladybugs. Ladybugs mean good luck because ladybugs can eat the aphids and mealybugs by the hundreds. So it's really important for farmers to have those ladybugs around so that they will protect the crops from these aphids and these mealybugs. So let's go back. After the larva actually does something really cool. He eats and he eats and he eats and he eats. And as he's eating, his body is growing bigger and bigger and bigger. And pretty soon, the inside of his body is growing too big for the skin on the outside. So he does something called molting. So ladybug, before it is actually hatched into an adult, will molt 3 to 4 times. That means they'll change their skin. They keep eating and eating and growing, and they will change their skin. They will shed that. That means it'll literally fall off. And then the next part, the larva forms a pupa, and this pupa cements itself. That means it attaches itself to a leaf. And then slowly inside there, in about a week, it's growing and changing inside of that pupa, and eventually it changes into an adult ladybug. And so it says the pupa is the stage between the larva and the adult ladybug. What happens next? Finally, an adult ladybug will emerge from the pupa. Ladybugs can be many colors. What happens next? So when these ladybugs come out, they don't look exactly like you see it here. They come out kind of wet. Their color's not there yet. They're not quite dry. So when they come out, they sit for a while and they let their wings dry and they let their color set in. And finally, some of the spots become, start coming out. And it's really a cool process. So I have some other books and some other things I'm going to share with you. But it says larvae and ladybugs eat aphids on plants. Aphids are pests. So if you look, these little green clear insects, those are called aphids, and you can kind of see them on these plants right here. And so that's what the ladybug is doing. The ladybug eats lots and lots of aphids. And they also eat, oh, look, and this one right here is eating an aphid. So, and they also eat these things called mealybugs. So larvae and ladybugs eat mealybugs on plants. Mealybugs are also pests. So the ladybugs can lay the light once the ladybugs are hatched, then eventually they can lay new eggs and the life cycle begins all over again. All right? So that is the life cycle of a ladybug. So let me just show this with you because this is actually what you're going to be doing today, right? So just like we said, it starts with the egg, then the egg hatches and turns into a larva, and the larva eats and eats and eats and eats. And what does it eat? It eats all those aphids. Those aphids are pests and they're not good for the plants. So ladybugs are actually really good for the environment. So when they're in this larva stage, while they're eating, their body inside their like outer skin is growing. And pretty soon it grows so big that it can't stay inside the skin. So it sheds its skin, and that's called molting. And they molt 3 to 4 times in this larva stage. Then when it's ready, it turns into a pupa and it cements, that means attaches, it cements itself to a leaf. And it stays for about a week in this, and inside of this, it's growing and changing until finally it hatches and turns into an adult butterfly or an adult ladybug. All right, so that's the life cycle of a ladybug. That is on Seesaw for you. And I am going to share one more really quick little video because I think it's really, really cool. It is a little YouTube video about the life cycle of a ladybug. So I just want to share that with you for 1 second. All right, guys, so here is the short video that I'm going to share with you.
Let's learn about the life cycle of a ladybug. Did you know that ladybugs go through metamorphosis just like butterflies? There are 4 stages in the life cycle of a ladybug. These stages include eggs, larva, pupa, and adults. A ladybug will look for a safe place to lay her eggs. She will choose a spot that has lots of food for the larva after they hatch. She will lay 10 to 15 tiny yellow eggs on the bottom of a leaf. These eggs look very similar to little yellow jelly beans. When the little eggs hatch, tiny larvae come out and immediately look for food. As they get bigger, they will shed their old skin. When a larva is done growing, it is ready to make a big change. As it looks for a safe place to rest, the larva will attach itself to a leaf. Over the next 5 to 7 days, it will begin to look different. The larva is going through a big change, also known as metamorphosis. Once the change is finished, the skin will split open. If you watch carefully, you will see the body shaking as an adult is about to emerge from the old skin. At first, the shell will be soft. As the shell hardens, the ladybug color brightens. When the ladybug is ready, it will look for a mate. In time, more eggs will be laid and the life cycle will start all over again. Thanks for watching our video.
All right, guys. So today you're going to just go ahead and hop onto Seesaw and you are going to complete the chart, the life cycle of a ladybug. So we'll talk a little bit more about ladybugs tomorrow, and I will see you guys a little bit later.